Mastering comparatives and superlatives. One-syllable adjectives. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English language learning series. Today, we're delving into the world of comparatives and superlatives, specifically focusing on one-syllable adjectives. Understanding how to use these will enhance your ability to describe and compare people, places, and things effectively. So, let's get started. One-syllable adjectives are simple adjectives made up of just one syllable. Examples include tall, fast, big, old, new, and many others. These are the most basic form of adjectives and an essential part of English communication. When we compare two things, we use the comparative form of an adjective. For one-syllable adjectives, we generally add "er" to the end of the word. So, tall becomes taller, fast becomes faster, and big becomes bigger. Remember that if the adjective ends with a consonant preceded by a vowel, we typically double the final consonant before adding "er." So, big becomes bigger, and hot becomes hotter. When comparing more than two things, we use the superlative form. Again, for one-syllable adjectives, we typically add "est" to the end of the word. So, tall becomes tallest, fast becomes fastest, and big becomes biggest. Similar to the comparative form, if the adjective ends with a consonant preceded by a vowel, we double the final consonant before adding "est." So, big becomes biggest, and hot becomes hottest. There are exceptions to the "er" and "est" rules when we deal with some one-syllable adjectives that end with "e" or "y. Words like wise or gray don't follow the typical pattern. For these adjectives, we add more before the adjective for the comparative form, more wise, and most before the adjective for the superlative form, most wise. Now that we know how to form comparatives and superlatives, let's use them in sentences. For example, comparative: John is taller than Mike. Superlative: John is the tallest person in the room. With more, most. Sue is more wise than her brother. Or, Sue is the most wise person I know. And that wraps up our lesson on forming comparative and superlative forms of one-syllable adjectives. I hope you found this useful, and with practice, these rules will soon become second nature to you. Keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll see you in our next video. Happy learning!